Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 1.5 Resurrection. We're in Rat Hole, and I've just noticed that there's some Brock flowers growing here. Quite a few, actually. And a Xander root there. It's kind of nice. That was never, oh yeah, there's more here. That was never a thing in Fallout 2 or 1, for example. You know, there wasn't much stuff lying around. And in fact, I think the modders took a lot more time to add a lot more stuff and junk to these maps. I kind of like it. It's a little more detailed in a way. Anyway, we're talking to one of the two people that have, well, costed this town... I should discard the faulty lot. That have costed this town its future because they've, you know, they pretty much destroyed half of the town fighting. This is Julian. Anyway, you again. What do you want from me again? Can I ask you something? What the hell for? Why do you fight Leonard? We've asked this time. How's the trade? Miserably. The war isolated the entire town and turned the locals into beggars. There aren't many who can afford my weapons, and it'll only get worse. So why are you staying here? What other option do I have? Run from battle? No way. I have to see personally that son of a bitch Leonard gets what he deserves. I don't care about anything else anymore. What about your mercenaries? Do they share the same point of view? They just care about getting paid. Mostly they're outcasts who would shoot anyone you point at for several caps. But they do that well. If I want to win this war, I can't do without them. I understand. I want to ask something else. I'd like to know more about your relationship with Maria. He stares at you down suspiciously. What's it the fuck to you? I'm trying to shed some light on Maria's death, and the more I know, the better chance to succeed I have. He's just gonna say the other guy killed her. You need to know only one thing. Leonard killed Maria. No investigation is needed. Leave the past be or you'll get in unnecessary trouble. The same way like you're leaving it be? No, I don't think so. I'll discover the truth whether you like it or not. I told you to let the murder be. What the fuck isn't clear about that? Nothing at all. See ya. And I want to trade. What did he have? I can't remember. Oh yeah. We've already sold him some stuff. Wait a second. Where did we get the AP from? Oh well. Either way, yeah, don't really have much to give him. I didn't know he had a 10mm pistol. How much? Horribly expensive. Would like some leather armor as well, but well, this would be nice, the Mark II. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's a shame we wasted those 100 caps on the dog there that we couldn't get. Right, let's get some of these Brock flowers and such. We can always go back to the to New Hope and have them made into healing powders. All right, there's nothing here. Let's go pick up these as well. So there we go. Let's gather all this. What's this? Oh, I almost thought it was like a crowbar or something that we could pick up. Man, there's a lot of them here. Let's take them. I think the reason we can see the black borders and all of this stuff here is because the developers probably originally thought that people would play this at the original resolution, not widescreen. Well, maybe, I don't know. So the widescreen doesn't really, you know, if this was if we were playing at original resolution, this would probably be the edge of the map we could scroll to. But of course, because I guess it uses the center to let you know where you can scroll, I don't know. I'm overcomplicating, looking into it too much. Anyway, let's go over to the other side of town. Actually, there's more Xander roots here. Look at that. We have quite a few now. Alright, let's go to the other side of town and see what they say about this. A deathly stench hits your nose. It could be wise to watch your step. Scram. Okay, some more mercenaries, of course. I'm assuming this is the place. It's kind of close, though. What the hell? Hey! Oh. Whoa! Well, I guess she stole from him. Damn, such a waste of ammo. Wow, these guys are cold-hearted killers. No. Shut up. Oh, are they gonna fight as well? No. Shit, you're still here? Let's see if the kid had anything. Little junkie. Well, okay, so the kids are junkies as well. Brilliant. Maybe if I just sleep. Everyone's a junkie, everything's horrible. Welcome! It's been a long time since we've had someone from the outside. I hope you'll buy yourself a drink. Of course, what do you have? I have beer, spirits, or rum. Each goes for 20 caps. Bloody hell. See, I think there's something rotten here. Nobody can afford to pay for their own funeral in this city, despite the outrageous prices on your drinks. This place is crammed. Do you want to screw me over? What? What do you mean? I'm an honest trader. My beverages is simply good, that's all. So will he get something or will he continue wasting my precious time? Yeah, sorry, so what do you want? I won't let you fuck around with me, goodbye. So what do you have? Okay. I think I won't have anything. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, there's a church. That looks familiar from Fallout 2. Let's see, an old man, so that's the only guy we can talk to. Welcome to the house of God, son. I'm Father Farley, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the shrine. You look like a decent person, or are you tormented by the sins you need to confess? Wow, if Ugo was here, you know what he'd do, right? This guy would say, I'm Father Farley, and Ugo would go, Farty, farty. Anyway, thanks, Padre. Can I ask you something? The house of God? God resides in such a ruin? Sins that be what? Okay, can I ask you something? Of course, just ask. Curiosity is the mother of wisdom. Have you seen this sign before? Father Farley thinks for a while. No, sadly, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I doubt that anyone here would tell you something else, since the caravans have stopped coming here. We live in complete isolation. That talisman of yours is surely one of many things from the outside world we have no grasp of. Caravans used to come here? Where from? Well, yes, caravans. They had a direct route here from Sedet. Or Sedet, I don't know. A great caravan town eastwards. I can show it to you on a map. After a while of thinking over the map on your Pip-Boy, he marks the town's location. Thanks. I'd like to ask you something else. I need to learn something about Maria. It was such a long time ago, but ask away. What exactly interests you? George told me you handed him a note from Dr. Reed. Can you tell me more about that? A note from Dr. Reed? Yes, of course, I remember that. Shortly after Maria's death, I found it pinned on the church's door. The doctor was probably in a hurry. She was one of the first who left this town. She probably foresaw what was going to happen to us. In the note, she wrote that the ceremony was taken care of. It was weird to me that she took care of it instead of me, but I suppose it's the way George wanted it. I gave him the note and he didn't ask anything. He had a lot to worry about anyway. So he didn't attend the funeral. Don't you at least know where her grave is? Sorry, no idea, but you can ask the local gravedigger. He usually slacks around the graveyard. He knows more about the dead than me. All in all, my task is to take care of mainly of those still living. Do you know someone who might know more about the murder scene? That I don't know. Those who found her are long gone. I'm sorry. What a pity. Let's get back to Maria. Do you know who would have wanted to kill her? No, I don't really know. I don't want to judge anyone, but it's true that Julian and Leonard had the strongest motive. But who's the actual murderer? That's the question. Who knows? Let's get back to Maria. Right, never mind. What can you tell me about Rat Hole? You surely noticed the most important stuff by yourself. This town is torn into two halves that wage merciless war against each other. The north side is ruled by Leonard, the south side is ruled by Julian. Both have gathered a great number of mercenaries, and they won't stop till they've eliminated each other. Their long-lasting feud destroyed the town so much it's on the verge of doom. How did the conflict between Julian and Leonard start? It's not a happy story. Today, hardly anybody knows that Julian and Leonard used to be the best friends a long time ago. They came to this town together and started a business that made them a fortune. It seemed their success couldn't be thwarted by anything, but then, however, Maria, the mayor's daughter, stepped in. She was beautiful, and they both fell crazily in love with her. She became the source of increasingly severe quarrels that she helped to flourish. It seemed she couldn't pick one and dated both. The love triangle is a tricky thing, but I still don't understand why it dragged this town into war. Julian and Leonard's feud was getting worse. Once they argued about Maria so much that Leonard left their business and started his own. That only aggravated their relationship. They surrounded themselves with mercenaries whose clashes threatened the entire town. The order was kept only with the greatest difficulties, and then it happened. They found Maria stabbed to death in some alley. Julian and Leonard started blaming each other for the murder and began using direct violence afterwards. They threw their mercenary bands against each other and dragged this town into a never-ending war. How come their conflict has lasted so long? Julian and Leonard gradually reached a no-win situation. Each of them fortified himself in the part of the town he had seized, but neither was able to gain the upper hand. Direct clashes became scarcer and scarcer. Today, those are exceptional, but the forced stalemate isn't much better than open war. The situation in town gets worse every day. I don't know how much longer we can take it. What do you do here? I look after the church and people who need my help here. Not everybody can get themselves food or cure their illnesses. If it wasn't for me, most of these poor souls would die before long. Where do you get the supplies for that? Surely no one here will give you anything for free. You're right, but God stands by my side. From time to time, Alexa visits me and gives me some caps and food. She's a holy woman. Well, then it's not God standing by your side, it's Alexa. Who's Alexa? Alexa's Leonard's right hand. After Leonard started avoiding people, she began to take care most of the business. You can meet her in his headquarters, but beware, she's very suspicious when it comes to strangers. Thanks for the warning. What are sins? Don't you know what a sin is? Something had to have smashed your head, and if you don't know the meaning of that word, sins are bad things you've done. A confession will ease your conscience and erase many sins. Maybe another time. Can I donate to the church? But of course, it's been a long time since a stranger contributed to the church. I'll be very grateful for whatever gift you give. Maybe later. I just got 39. Forget it. I have to go. Right. So he pretty much told us mostly what we already knew. Although we didn't quite know about the complete stalemate. I mean, I guess that's logical. Come on, pick it up. Just not that, they rarely fought each other. Oh, hi, I'm Catherine, and you? I haven't seen you here before. You aren't a local then, right? You're right, I'm not. I'm new around here. Huh. It's something that our hellhole still gets visitors. You got lost, right? Look now, I was thinking that, well, would you happen to have a few caps to spare? Underneath that dirt, you're actually a pretty girl. Come to think of it, you could do something to earn some caps. Sure thing, I'll give you something. What do you want caps for? What do you think? I haven't had my dose for a long time. Withdrawals kicking in. Please, just a few caps. I won't give you anything, you junkie. I don't want to give her more, but she asks so nicely. Sure thing. Really? You will? So how much, eh? Here you go, 10 caps, 20 caps. Screw you, I won't give you anything. Okay, hopefully 20 caps will be enough. Great, thanks. You helped me a lot. And if you ever have some caps to spare, you know where to find me. Wait, can I ask you something? Questions? It looks like she would rather leave now. Well, ask away, but I'll hardly be of any assistance. Tell me about yourself. How come such a young girl begs on the streets? Watch it. I'm no longer a kid. I've been living here alone since they shot my parents. They got into a firefight by accident. No idea why we were staying in this town, especially when it all went downhill. I was way too young, so my parents didn't explain it to me. That's sad, but can I ask you something else? What about some current gossip? Do you know about anything worth mentioning? Nothing interesting going on. Leonard and Julian's henchmen being at each other's throats, that never changes. Do you know anything about Maria? I know fuck all about her. Only that the entire town is fucked thanks to her, but nothing else. I was way too young when they killed her. Where can I get medicine or similar stuff here? All you need to do is go to Leonard's, to that big house. You can get a lot of cool stuff there, but beware. Alexa is really suspicious when it comes to strangers. She won't give you a good price, and if she thinks you work for Julian, you're gonna have a bad time. Who's this Alexa? Alexa takes care of everything for Leonard while he's holed up somewhere. He's probably enjoying his goods. If I had such a stock, I'd have done that for sure. Okay. Actually, I have no idea what to ask. Take care. So we just bought some information pretty much. And probably made her life even worse. Ugh, the mouse, what the... Come on. I'm trying to do circles with the mouse, but it's... What the hell's going on? Why is it doing that? That's rather annoying. There we go. That was weird. That's probably the Undertaker, is it? Shabby older man. The hell? Why are you bothering me? Easy now, I just wanted to ask you something. Yeah? And what'd that be? Who are you? I am who I am. You don't need to know anything else. Is that all? So what exactly do you do here? What do you think? I'm scraping along. There's actually nothing else to do in this town. I ran out of money for drugs a long time ago, and since then this town seems more and more fucked up to me. Who are you? Okay. Why do you live in this graveyard? Ha! That's one good question. Why? Because I got used to it. I used to be a gravedigger, but nobody cares about burials nowadays. People here immediately strip every corpse of its property and sometimes of its meat. Rats take care of the rest. Just look at these graves, not a single new one in years. Wait, so he was a gravedigger or a undertaker? Because it's two different things. I've been thinking, would you like to go back to your profession for a while and dig around again? What? Are you serious? Who do you want me to bury? Not to bury, but rather to unearth. Hold on. Are you talking about excavating graves? Exactly. Okay. I have no moral dilemma about that, but it'll cost you. How about 20 per grave? Deal? Whoa. How about half that? Drugs are cheap here. You'll get enough anyway, and we'll both be satisfied. No, I don't think so. That'd be too much work for such little money. Dig it up yourself. Oh, you bet. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you something else. Father Farley has told me you might know something about Maria's funeral. What should I know? I know nothing at all. I think you're full of crap. You used to be a gravedigger here, and moreover, you've been stuck in the graveyard to this very day, so you surely know about every funeral that's been here. Damn, do you want to get me into deep shit? He looks around and then continues quietly. If I told you what I know, it could cost me my life. If you don't tell me, it'll cost you your life for sure, because I'll kill you. Damn, I'll tell you if you insist. So tell me. Sometimes after Maria's death, some woman visited me during the night. She had this hood on, so I couldn't see her face at all. I don't know who she was. She paid me to dig 2 graves. I left the grave with Maria's name empty and threw her body into the other, unmarked grave along with Dr. Reed's body. And wait, with Dr. Reed's body? So it was Maria that left. Of course, she wanted me to stay silent. She sounded really persuasive, and not only because she was aiming a pistol at me. Interesting. I hope it's clear you shouldn't go around and yell this everywhere. If I don't know who it was, I don't know who shouldn't hear it. And I don't know how long I should keep my mouth shut. Maybe the only reason I'm still alive today is because there was enough deaths back then. But one more dead won't bother anyone anymore, so I'm staying silent. Who was Dr. Reed? Simply a doctor. I hadn't even known she'd been dead until I saw her body. Maybe she knew something she wasn't supposed to know, and that's why I surely won't care about it. Thanks, you helped me a lot. That's interesting. So, let's go back to Father here. See if he can make any sense out of this. So, I'm guessing Maria's not dead. She just left. How can I be of assistance, son? I need to learn something about Maria. No. Can't really talk to him about that, apparently. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue with this investigation next time. And until then, have a good... What? Have a good one. That's what I wanted to say. Bye-bye.